Watching my GTA channels, the Weeny Rally has been released on GTA and it's Sultan RS 1.8 million, way overpriced, what a big piece of crap that is. I'm going to show you the customization of this car completely, and obviously I do not recommend it. Right from the start, get my honesty in there, I've driven it quite a bit now, and not found a reason for its existence. But anyway, let's look at the brakes are done to max, bumpers and all that business. So here we go, street splitter. You put these splitters, it's in SUV class, and it's not even competitive in SUV class, as I will show you, with a bit of a race and a bit of an off-road performance kind of video as well. You can put all these splitters on, I don't really give a damn about them though. Let's look at the chassis. So we're going to do primary or secondary, well secondary's black, but let's just have a look what we can do. Or you can put rally look, make a rally look to it. Just bear in mind this isn't really a rallying car, despite the name. It's terrible at rallying, I wouldn't bother with it. Let's do, let's just leave it stock. They're not really jumping out to me, any of those. And the rally thing is just false, so I'm going to take the rally bits off the front, which is what I did. Exhaust, I like these ones with the little chrome tip bits, those are good. Grille, you can see the intercooler if we really want to, but I prefer it in black. Why don't you have a black intercooler? That would be a nice change. Now I've put these on because I wanted to see if they worked, and they do work, those lights, as I will show you later on. We could put a black kind of look to it to go with the bright colour there. Let's just see. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should. Let's just look at the liveries before we go any further. We got the white stripes. Those actually look good with that bonnet. The fish thing, I don't know what that's all about. The Union flag. Now this is rubbish because it's got this mix of the shopping list and Union flag. The two just don't go together. I don't get the concept there. I know that BMW have stolen Mini and bought Mini and you know all that business. So it should really be a German flag. Now this is probably my favourite livery of them all, the Ragarum, but I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go with the white stripes just to give me an option to really do something with it. So plate is done, the mirrors, let's look at this, secondary colour, blah blah, pretty damn boring to be quite honest. Go for the carbon though, they stick out a little bit. We've already got the fun time plate, so we don't need to do anything there. Respray, primary colour, okay, we've got metallics. I do like that green though, so I like a bright colour. I think that favours this car. Red looks good actually. Torino red looks excellent. I am tempted by that now that I've got that up. But let's just go a bit further. Pink, Vista pink looks good. That does actually look very good. Tempted by that as well. And that. Let's just go through, cycle through. I think the red was the best looking colour of them all, so let's just go with the red. Torino red, it's not a Ferrari, but to hell with it, you know. Chums, you got to do what you got to do to get things looking good. Oh, the secondary colours, you see the knobbly bit up top, and on the seats as well. So I think red, yellow looks good, but I think white would look better. So where the hell is the white? It's just as a stitching basically. I don't think you want to change the stitching. Those seats look good in the back and the front. Crew emblem goes on the door and roof. This is where it gets a little bit interesting. Secondary roof does actually look good on it. We could go carbon to go with the front end. I'm halfway between carbon and the secondary, so see if there's anything else. Surfboard. Now I like the surfboard. I do like it. I think that would suit it, but no, we're going to go with the secondary just because it looks better as a customization. Because I'm desperate here to find a reason to like this car. And maybe the customization is it. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? These little knobbly bits, but really I just want to put the skirts on. So I'm going to put the plastics in the skirts. There we go. How's about that? Spoiler. Similarly, there's a few options here actually. I've already been through all of this because I've had time to drive it. This is a good spoiler. This is robbed off the what is it? The Ford Focus RS or whatever it's called, the Flash GT, and that as well. They're just copies. There's nothing new there. Nothing new at all. But if we're going to go for anything, I probably would go for the Flash GT one. I think it's got to be that one or that one. I'm going to go with the slightly chunkier one. I like it. It's stylish. Sun strips. Similarly, I like it with a bit of a sun strip. I like the Fuckaroo, yeah? Fuckaroo Black is probably the one to go for. Suspension, now I've lowered it to the max. I did raise it to begin with to do my rally performance, but there's no reason. It's got crap all ground clearance, so just the suspension will crap out completely on you. Rims, now I think you need to go for off-road rims with this, but I'll show you the stock rims because those are very good. These are kind of I think these stock rims probably look, I've got to be honest, they do look better, but in black off-road I'm still going to stick with the off-road Dream because I think it says off-road, so it's got to be off-road for me. Even though it doesn't do off-road, it's terrible. We can colour them in white if we really want to, but black is good. Tyre enhancements, we could put the tyre smoke on. No, we ain't going to do that. Tyre design, we could do that though. All-terrain radial, why not? Why the freak not? You've got to entertain yourself. Similarly, we can go limo. Shut the freak up. If you know what that is, if you know what it is, limo. I'm going to do it. Okay, done, complete. Let's take it for a drive in a desert or something. No, we'll do the off-road stuff first. Let's off-road then. We're going to try and pass the shallowest part of the river. Watch this and learn. Cost you 20 grand when you sink it like this as well. 20 grand. This is a rally car as well, so it's not an off-road car I suppose. Yeah. But with the suspension raised, that is, and also we're going to try out, yeah, ground clearance. It's terrible from the front, and from the rear you can get over those logs. You can also get over those logs from the front as well. I'm going to go up Mount Chiliad as next, just to show you that, show you what kind of performance we get. So this is at 3 times speed, but basically it's a tricky one to drive, to be honest, up Chiliad. It jiggles around a bit too much, there's not enough grip on the wheels, so I didn't get my best time. At the end of the day, it's 1:48.49 to get to the top here. Could be a bit quicker, but it's the bottom end of the middle of the off-road kind of vehicles for going off-roading. It's not bad, but you know, it's 1.8 for a 1.8 million car. Just get a Droga. What's the point of this thing's existence with regards to off-road? And next, you got over that bit. Okay, that's not bad. Next, we'll take it on a test track though. See how it does there. Now, test track, I took it for a few laps. I found it frustrating. I've not done as many laps as Bruffy no doubt will do, but I was finding it's just struggled. It doesn't have the acceleration really, and it does not have the grip. The grip is the main problem on the corners, so which means you tend to oversteer. It's just terrible. Understeer, sorry. What else? So it's in the SUV class. So you look at the top of the class. You've got the Novak is actually 2 seconds faster, or even 3 perhaps, than this car, and the Toros is even faster than the Novak. So those cars cost, what is it, $500,000 or something like that? Just over half. This is 1.8 million. It cannot compete with them whatsoever. So we're getting to the end here finally, and let's bring it in on the corners, and then we'll get to our conclusion, shall we? So what do you think the conclusion is going to be as we get 1 minute and 4 seconds? Look at that. So that is the Weeny Issi Rally, isn't it? It's we're going to take it for a little bit of a drive around. The main problem I have with this car, I know it's an SUV, but there are SUVs that are fast in this game, like the Novak and that Lamborghini one as well, which are much faster. But it doesn't do the rally bit either, because it's not got any grip whatsoever on the tyres. I know it's all-wheel drive, and they've kind of gone for that standard all-wheel drive, no grip kind of profile rather than a rally profile. Look at that. This is on road as well. We can go to dirt. I don't imagine it's going to be a great deal better than that. It's going to be worse if anything. But for 1.8 million, honestly, it's ridiculous. You've got the I don't know what it is. Where's the money going? It's a terrible vehicle, and that was the right thing to smash it right then. Freaking hell! It's just off-road. It's no good. It's not got ground clearance. That grip is no good. It's not fast enough. And let's do the off-road performance on the track here. It's just all over the place. It really is. It's not a pleasure to drive. You know, I just don't know why it exists. I've got to be honest there. I think the Novak's better off-road as well, and that doesn't say rally in its name. So I don't know who they're selling it to, this car. Customization wise, it's alright, but it's not very good really. It's not brilliant. You know, it's average at best. You know, with the customization. So who would buy a car like this? Suckers really. I mean, 1.8 million is well overpriced. It's not good at anything. And I really don't understand what it's about. I thought people were talking about it as being a rally car, and it really isn't. It's not an off-roader. It's a crap SUV, that's what it is. And the other Weeny as well, the Weeny, what's it called? The Weeny Classic, or the Weeny, not the Rally. There's another Weeny Issi Sport. Now that is decent at rallying. That is the one to buy for rallying. It's a lot cheaper. If you're into the Weeny style of car, but if you're not into the Weeny car, just don't buy it. They're terrible cars in real life. They're terrible cars in the game, except for the Weeny Issi Sport, of course. There's really no reason to buy this car. If you have to buy it, if you love the and the thing is, you know what the good thing about this car is? It reflects the real life counterpart. Like the Mini, the Fat Mini, the Mini SUV. It's the worst car I've ever driven in real life. The worst. The suspension is terribly bounced along like this. So it's a bit too hard. The grip isn't. Maybe it is very similar to that car in real life. Maybe it's in a carbon copy of it. But it is terrible, not worth it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Put it in the bin. That's it. I wish I hadn't bought it. I wish I hadn't done this video, because I don't see how anyone's going to ever watch it with the length it's going to be, because I've covered just about everything there is to cover. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a better day than me driving this car out there. Don't play GTA if this is the only reason why you're going to play GTA today. Thanks for watching.